What's going on, everybody? Crazy Russian 86 here. And at the age of 32 years old, I think I finally became an adult. I think I finally grew up. This is what I think. Now, you may agree with me, you may disagree with me, that's just my personal opinion. And now, I want to tell you what I think it means for me to finally become an adult, finally become a grown person, and what it is not to be a kid anymore at the age of 32. Well, for me, to be a grown person means USA. You know what USA stands for? Not the country. It means unconditional self-acceptance. I think that part of being adult is accepting yourself, accepting your personality, accepting who you are, accepting your flaws. Okay? Being adult means communicating instead of throwing tantrums. So it means that I understand that throwing tantrums, getting mad, jumping up and down, that's childish behaviors. Real people, adults, don't do it. They have problem, they go, they talk about it, they try to solve it. For example, like before, I was anxious, I was afraid, I was already feel like I'm giving up. I was already thinking that if I'm gonna start talking to the managers, for example, about my challenges, they just gonna ignore me, so there is no point. So I was already feeling self-defeated, and I was getting mad instead of like starting talking. Now I realize that, you know what, I should start communicating. Instead of going off on people, getting mad, jumping up and down, I should start talking to people. And I shouldn't be afraid to start talking about my disabilities, my shortcomings, my weaknesses. But at the same time, what I need to do is I need to minimize my weaknesses. Meaning, I need to try to improve as much as possible, and only the things which I absolutely cannot improve, I should just talk about it and say, please forgive me for this, please forgive me for that. And I have to understand that these things, this is not a good thing. Like accommodation is not a good thing, but sometimes if I have to get accommodation, I have to talk about it. And I have to make people understand it and be okay with it if I absolutely cannot do something. But I need to do as much as possible. Being an adult means being responsible. It means do as much as possible and take actions. Don't make excuses, actually take actions. This is what it means to be an adult. It means understand what your problems are, understand the world, the society around you, and take actions, don't make excuses. Being adult means, to me, try to burden others less and do more. Like go to work as hard as possible, do as much as possible, act as normal as possible. Ask for reasonable accommodation, but don't rely on it. Try not to be burdened to other people. Also, don't demand other people. Don't demand anything. Like, for example, Before I was like thinking, you know what? I want to have friends. I want things to be certain way. Nah, they don't have to be. Nobody owes me anything. People don't have to be my friends. And I don't have to be anybody's friend either. It's not the obligation. It's a choice. It's a desire. So, if I cannot click with people, if I cannot make friends, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I just have to just accept it and keep going. Just be myself and wait for the right people to come by. Because sometimes having wrong people in your life is worse than being alone. And it's okay to be lonely and by yourself. It's better to be that than to be around people who are not meant for you, who are not gonna understand you. In a relationship, being adult means not just only looking for women just like to fuck, to treat her as a piece of ass or piece of meat. It means that being with a woman who is not only good for you for sex, but also good for your soul. Find somebody whom you will feel happy with, who will get along with, who will be compatible with you. Otherwise, it's just like, it's not worth it. It's like being with somebody who is not for you. And it's not a good thing because what for? It's not gonna work. It's good to have sex here and there, but then if you have sex with somebody who is not for you, and then you start fighting, and the relationship is not going good well, and then you leave kids after you, and then you have to pay child support. That's a lot of problems right there. So it's like it's better off to wait and find somebody who is compatible with you. It's better wait till you're ready than rather than rush into relationships and then get hurt. For me, with my type of personality, I'm never gonna get hurt for nothing, but you know, I'm kind of happy because see, like my personality is dominated by a bunch of autistic and narcissistic traits, and it's a good thing because I realize that, and I've been told that, and this is the truth. My autistic tendencies actually saved me a lot in my life, because if I wouldn't have it, I probably would have been an asshole who would fuck a lot of bitches. I probably could be like my buddy Chad, who'd have like couple kids from multiple women, and then I'll be paying child support. Now, lack of my lack of social skills actually saved me from that type of situation. Because you know, I'm like thinking, oh my god, I cannot get pussy, this and that. But I have to understand that my disabilities kind of saved me from being an asshole who is paying child support and who is fucked. See, now I have a good woman in my life and we're compatible. What if I would be different person? I would be like a Chad who just like pimp the bitches up and don't give a shit and then pay child support. What if I would be one of these guys? Is it really a good alternative? Probably not. But at the same time, the fact that I have my narcissistic traits is good. Because if I would be just like an autistic person, people would be just taking advantage of me. But because I have that going for me, people trying to take advantage of me, people try to fuck me, I go off on them and they're like, you know what, I would rather not mess with that guy because I try to take advantage of me and he's gonna call me and send death threats. I wanna fuck with that motherfucker, you know? So it's good kind of to have that balance, you know? it also makes me a difficult person, but there is an advantage of being difficult person too, because being difficult person makes me hard for people to deal with me, but at the same time it kind of takes away the wrong people out of my life, you know? Because right people gonna come to me, but wrong people gonna run away, and that's good thing. Because I really don't need wrong people in my life, because these people gonna basically take away from my happiness, you know? So why should I have people in my life who do nothing but take away from my happiness and peace of mind? I don't need these people in my life. So it's good to have this tough skin and being approachable, so that way people who are not meant to be in my life, they're gonna run away from me. And that's a good thing, you know? So I accept myself, I'm happy with myself. I feel like I'm grown, but at the same time, I realize that other people have their opinion, have their ideas, have their agenda, have their thoughts and feelings. And if the way I am is against who they are, I have to just leave these people alone and put them at ease. See, being adult means understanding who you are and letting other people be, letting things flow and putting people at ease. So that means that if other people gonna say something which I consider not funny, like joke about something which is not funny, I'm just gonna laugh, ha ha ha, just to be polite, and I'm just gonna move on and I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna try to put people at ease. I'm gonna try not to make people feel like, I'm gonna try to make people hurt. I'm gonna try to make sure that, you know, other people are comfortable, but at the same time I'm still gonna be myself. So I'm just gonna laugh and just walk away. You know, instead of saying, oh, your joke is stupid, oh, you're an idiot, oh, no, oh, thank you very much, goodbye, you know, and just walk away, but like put people at ease. So that way, you know, I'm gonna make people feel comfortable, you know, and that's called maturity too. Because like, if I'm gonna say what I think and I'm gonna make people feel uncomfortable, I'm not gonna do nothing but to, pretty much I'm gonna get more enemies in my life. And it's not gonna accomplish anything, you know? Why should I be like, look at me, I'm a fucking asshole? It's not gonna get me anywhere in life. It's better to be nice and charming, you know? And just say less and put people at ease and be cool with people and just walk away. But, you know, be cool about things. It's called being, you know, a grown man. And I don't have to interact with people. I don't have to laugh at the jokes which are not funny to me. I don't have to have sense of humor. But if people feel like they want to joke around,